Yo, what is up, guys? Oscar here with the new video. Hold on, let me fix my camera settings here. There we go. What is up, everyone? Sorry about that. I was trying to fix my mic issues. So, I would like to apologize for not posting things during the weekend. I had school this past weekend, and it was from 9 to 5, and had to study and do all that other good stuff. But I am back after a weekend of not posting videos or continuing my Real Madrid What If series. So, let's pick up where we left off. This is part three, I want to believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, if it was part 3 or part 4. I can't remember. Like I said, long weekend with school and everything. Um, so let's get into part 3 of the What If series for Real Madrid. Like I said in my previous videos, this is discussing Real Madrid team, presidency, and all that other stuff. So remember where I left off last week, at the end of last week, which was going to be Florentino Perez, the best case scenario for a Florentino Perez win. This video is going to be a what if best case scenario for a Enrique Riquelme win. And here's the thing. So a couple of things. Let's put this in perspective, okay? Enrique Riquelme is 32 years old. He's young. His father was a part of the board of the 2000 and I want to say 6 to 8 or 2009 campaign. Remember, not a part of the Florentino Perez, board back in 2009. So, and that board was okay. It was okay. It was not all that, good. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. They couldn't fulfill on promises. But I'm not here to talk about that because, like I said, there's not much information on Enrique Riquelme being a soccer, board member or anything. There is information where that he does donate money to soccer causes, to either via stadiums and all that other stuff. But let's talk about if Enrique Riquelme wins the election. Let's get something clear though. It is most likely Florentino Perez wins and retains his presidency, but you never know. So best case scenario for Enrique Riquelme. First off, he's young. Like I stated earlier, 32 years old. And this, hopefully, again, this is me, not speculating or anything, but this is me taking an educated guess that a 32-year-old, maybe the youth movement for Real Madrid can go further than what it is now. Because what it is now, really, Zinedine Zidane and Florentino Perez prefer their veterans just because their younger guys really haven't panned out per se recently, aside from a handful of guys. But if Enrique Riquelme does end up getting the presidency, you never know. Maybe he can say, look, we're going to start young, we're going to keep it young. That's the regime that I want. It's going to be a complete new regime. And, maybe, it depends on if he wants Zidane. And I'll do another video on, what if Zidane leaves and whatnot after I'm done with the presidential elections and stuff like that. So, really, the youth movement can begin where he said, all right, young talent, I want to thank the veterans and all that. I'll keep a handful of veterans here, but it's the out with the old, in with the new type of mentality. That's what I'm thinking. What else could he bring to the team? From what I'm reading on reports is that he's creative. So if Real Madrid needs to come up with funds and money and all that to renovate the stadium, he can use his creative mind to do that. Maybe he can implement the younger, he can find a way to tell the managers, hey, because he is a soccer fan himself, maybe he could tell the management, this is what I want to see, implement his 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 uh his vision to what he wants the squad to be, because Zinedine Zidane really, this is what screwed up Zinedine Zidane or Real Madrid when Zinedine Zidane returned for his second stint with Real Madrid. Florentino Perez gave him more of the power of, all right, I'm going to get rid of all the players that I don't want, and I'm going to bring in players that I want. Unfortunately, Real Madrid, the players that Zinedine Zidane has wanted really haven't panned out at all. You know, the gaping hole left by Cristiano Ronaldo hasn't been fixed. So maybe, who knows? Maybe, because I think that Florentino Perez is just later, you know, is too lenient with Zinedine Zidane, and I'll talk more about that later. But maybe if Enrique Riquelme wins the elections, you know, he'll, you know, bring the youth movement back into focus. He can start, you know, whoever he hires, either be it Zinedine Zidane, you know, if he keeps Zinedine Zidane here, or decides to go a different direction, finds his own manager, maybe Julian Nagelsmann or whatever, because he's also a young talent, young manager on the rise. So, like I said, the youth movement would be a positive movement, and I'm not saying that that's going to happen with Florentino Perez. Is that Florentino Perez really hasn't been the Florentino Perez of old, where he gives young talent a chance. You know, he gave Karim Benzema a chance. He gave, who else did he give? He gave so many other players, young players, a chance, and look at how they panned out. Now, that hasn't happened recently at Real Madrid per se, but we're going to have to wait and see. So, like I said, creative minds is what, you know, I think of when I think of Enrique Riquelme winning, because, you know, he can bring a lot of things to the table, like maybe improving, you know, the stadium's experience when, you know, the fans are back in the stands, from a team perspective, saying, all right, I want young guys, let's implement these young guys a little bit better, not having them sit on the bench like what Zinedine Zidane, because like I said, Zinedine Zidane has more control over the Real Madrid squad than Florentino Perez does, at least in my opinion. If you want to debate me on that, please let me know in the comments down below. So really, you know, he can, you know, it would be his own vision, and I think it would be a fresh breath air. That's another thing. You know, Florentino Perez has been here for 11 years straight, 12 years straight, and then, you know, he had his first presidency from 2000 2006. And I know that the 2006 to 2009 presidency wasn't all that, but I think Florentino Perez has just run his course, in my opinion. So this would be a breath of fresh air. Find new faces. Let's see what the new faces have to show for it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that a set of fresh new faces would work at Real Madrid? Do you think that Florentino Perez, if he wins, if the new, you know, he continues the way that he does it, will that be better? Like I said, best case scenarios for both guys. Florentino Perez, he has the experience. He, you know, backs up what he says, albeit, you know, he hasn't been able to do it recently over the last recent few years. But I digress. Like I said, best case scenario for a Enrique Riquelme win is that he's a young mind. He can be creative. You know, he can bring a lot of things to the table. The youth movement will be put into effect, most likely. You know, I say I'm 90 to 95% sure that he would bring the youth movement into effect. He would give the younger talent that are right now out on loan, that Real Madrid loaned out this summer, back, at least the majority of them, the ones that want to play for Real Madrid and the ones that, you know, want to, you know, have a career at one of the top clubs. But like I said, youth movement into effect, young creative mind. I think Real Madrid needs that because it would be a fresh new mindset, you know, because Real Madrid has only known Florentino Perez for the greater part of, let me do my math here, almost 2 decades. My goodness. So, wow. So I think, like I said, let me know what you guys think. If you're new to my channel, like what you hear, you like this series, let me know in the comments down below. Tomorrow's part is going to be discussing the worst case scenario for a Florentino Perez win. So that is what's coming up next of the series. So please check that out when it drops tomorrow. But if you, like I said, if you're new to my channel, like what you hear, like what you see, give me a subscribe, hit that red button, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, share the video, comment, because I like to know your thoughts. Until then, guys, keep it real. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.